Namaste. The topic of today's video is experiential learning. Experiential learning is exactly what the name implies, that is, learning from experience and reflecting on our experiences. We start learning to walk, learning to talk, etc., from a very young age. And how does it happen? It happens by experience. We start to learn walking by the age of probably by the age of 1, and with our different kinds of experiences of falling, again getting up, again learning how to put forth our legs, how to walk properly. All these things happen from our experience. Now this method is not new, as it has been a part of our ancient tradition. Human beings, as we all know, we have a natural potentiality for learning, and as Swami Vivekananda put it, education is a manifestation of perfection already existing in man. So to experience is to do and see things, or to have things happening to you, or your own experiences, things happen to you and you get an experience. So that sounds good, all that sounds good, experience and experiential learning and all these things sound good. But what does it mean to experience concept? Can you learn a new skill with this experience, with this experiential method of learning? Or is it possible to learn a concept, or is it possible to learn a concept in a better way with this experiential method of learning? The answer is yes, and I'll tell why. The reason behind that is experiential method of learning is actually it helps the students to be active participants in the process of learning. When students become active participants in learning, they are able to internalize the concepts and they are able to retain it for a much longer time. Then the second point is that significant learning takes place when the subject matter is perceived by the student as having relevance to his or her own purpose. So if it is related to if the experience is related to the child's own environment or what he experiences in his real life, then the learning becomes more perfect, or we can say significant learning takes place. Then another point that we must consider, or we must keep in mind during experiential learning is, it is said that a child remembers 10% of what he reads, 20% of what he learns, 30% of what he sees, and 90% of what when he participates in it. If the child is participating in an activity, 90% of learning takes place. So keeping that in mind, we can say that by increasing physical activity level, especially in elementary classes, when learning a concept of the activity, the physical activity of the child is more, the students will internalize the information and will be more supportive in the concepts. So this is the basic idea behind experiential learning, which is given a lot of focus in NEP 2020. Now we also have to keep in mind that it's not that learning is taking place only inside the classroom, or only when the transaction between the teacher and the learner is taking place. Actually, the learning takes place, students learn the concepts both in concept during instruction time or in context during their free time, and also out of context during their free time. So whatever the child is learning, or whatever concepts or whatever experiences he is having in the classroom during that instruction time, he learns it. Then out of context, when he goes home or when he is traveling or other times, that time also the learning is taking place, because he is reflecting on those experiences that he has already had. So that is the main idea. And then in experiential learning, we say that after he gets an experience, after the child gets an experience, the child reflects on the experience, and then he draws a map about that experience and then tries to improve on that experience. So in that process the learning takes place. But in simple words, we can understand what we can say, or we can understand is that if the child is involved in the activity, then experiential learning takes place. Now I will explain this with an example. I think if I explain it with an example, everybody will be able to understand in a better manner. I will take the example of a banana, a simple example of a banana. Now, suppose we want to teach the child about a banana plant. All the aspects of the banana plant we want to teach the child. What are the methods the teacher can think about? The teacher can bring a banana to the class. The teacher can use video or ICTs or the blackboard, or any other kind of thing can be used to tell the child about the banana. Now when the child sees a real banana, or he sees a video or a clipping or an image of that banana, or the picture of the banana, or the banana being drawn on the blackboard, how much learning is taking place? The child probably understands, okay, this is the shape of the banana looks like this. The color of the banana can be green in color, it can be yellow in color, it can be red in color. There are a variety of bananas. So the shape of the banana, probably the curve of the banana. And if a real banana is brought into class, the child will know about the texture of its skin, of the texture of the banana by touching the banana. Now if you really want to make the child understand about the banana plant, what are the uses of the banana plant, how does the banana plant grow, the texture of the leaf, the texture of its stem, and probably the flower of a banana, or the other parts of the banana that are used for different purposes, like for making sabji, or chips, or wafers, or maybe a sweet out of it. There are different ways in which a banana plant, the different parts of the banana plant are used. So the best method will be to definitely to take them to the garden and show them a real banana plant. So once you show them a real banana plant, the child will understand, he will see for himself, he will ask questions to himself, and it will also be connected to his own environment, to his own purpose. Just because in his house he may be using different parts of the banana plant for different purposes. So there he will be able to connect it, and then he will be able to reflect on his experience. So now this is what is known as experiential learning. Now in today's video, I will be actually sharing a real-time experiential learning class experience to you. Hope it will be useful to all the teachers and all the educators out there to properly understand what exactly is this experiential learning. Thank you. stand here. Are you able to see all of you? Then tell me your difference. Shabash. Boys, you stand here. थोड़ी देर घूमने को दे दो, धूप अच्छी होती है, चलेगा. हाँ? See, the other day I told you about two plants. What was that? Hibiscus and guava. So today we are going to learn about, what do you see in front of you? Banana. Today we are going to learn about, is it a tree? Usually we call it a tree, but it is not a tree. Actually, you know, banana is a herb. It is not a tree. Okay, but people call banana tree, banana tree, banana tree. Okay, fine. Are you able to see, children? Boys? Are you all able to see? Come forward little. Now, see, this is a very nice time to see the banana plant. Why? Because fruit is coming. Okay, so we are going to learn about this banana plant. It is monsoon season here in Mumbai, and all the plants, you see the leaves, how nice they are. Can you see the leaves, how nice they are? Banana leaves. It's got a very soft texture. I'll give you afterwards. Afterwards you can touch and see. First we will learn about this, about the banana plant. Now you see there is a bee also. See, children, one bee is also there. Can you see? So what is there? You know, there is little bit of honey inside. So this bee is going and drinking that. Okay. Now this banana plant, you know, all the parts of the banana plant are useful. All the parts are useful, you know. We will start with the leaf. Okay. This is a leaf of the banana plant. Now, can you tell me for what purpose the leaf is used? In your house, you can tell me for what purpose?
For eating.
For eating, yes. In Kerala, we have a sadhya, something called a sadhya, and we keep all the items on the banana leaf, and then we eat our food on the banana leaf. This banana leaf itself has got, you know, some kind of properties which are very good for our body. Instead of eating in plates, if we eat in banana leaf, it is much, much better. Then for what other purpose it is used? Can anyone of you tell? Banana leaf, yes. Puja. When you are offering something to God, you offer it in a banana leaf, isn't it? And then any other place banana leaf is used? Yes.
And
Decorating. For decorating banana leaf is used. Or kuch? See, sometimes there is in Kerala we will use to make one sweet. It is known as adai. Yes. Inside we will keep this banana leaf. On top of that, rice powder and you know, like a maav, like dosa maav, it will be kept. On top of that, we'll add coconut and and jaggery, and then close it and give steam. Then it becomes a nice sweet. Has anybody eaten that? You have. Okay. So that is something that is prepared in Kerala. Any other child? You can tell any other uses. आपके यहाँ पे कुछ यूज करते हैं इसका? मोदक बनाने के लिए कई लोग बड़ा मोदक बनाने के लिए रखते हैं ना, बड़ा सा वो बनाते हैं गणेश चतुर्थी. अभी गणेश चतुर्थी का समय चल रहा है ना, तो उसमें बनाते हैं, लीफ रख के उसमें मोदक रखते हैं, फिर उसको स्टीम करते हैं. गाँव में बनाते हैं, तुम्हारे घर में बनाते हैं. So leaf, you have seen how useful the leaf is. Now today we are very lucky to have this fruit. You can see the fruit of this banana leaf, and there is one small little fellow, that bee is coming and drinking the honey. Now when you look at that carefully, on top of that you see, what do you see? The green ones, what are they?
banana.
Yes, on top of that green one, they are small baby bananas. They are just coming. They are green in color. So like this, you know, and this is small, very small bananas. They are just getting developed. So this banana plant, it has given a fruit and it is going to give us lots of bananas. So we are very lucky to have this. We are very lucky to see this. And you know, this bunch of bananas, this one, that bunch is known as a hand, because it is in the shape of a hand. ऐसे हैंड और ये फिंगर्स होता है ना, इस तरह से है बनाना. ये सब बनाना है और ये हैंड. So it's known as a hand, and each one is known as a finger. Each single one there, it is known as a finger, and that whole thing is known as a hand. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood? Hand and finger and banana. And this will grow, and here it will grow. And then after that, after it becomes big and mature, then only it will become yellow in color. Now it is green in color. After some time it will become yellow. And this one, you see, this is a flower. This is also eaten. Have you eaten this banana? You have. Okay, how do you have? Your mother makes that? How does she make?
She make like a sabji or like.
Yes, dry sabji you will make, इसको क्या करते हैं? This has got lots of medicinal properties. It has got lots of fibers. It has got vitamin A. It has got vitamin C. It has got vitamin B. So it is very, very good for our health. So what do we see? We cut it. Come forward. धूप लग रही है तो थोड़ा और आगे आ जाओ. धूप लग रही है तो और आगे आ जाओ. अरे ठीक है. एडजस्ट हो जाओ. सिद्धेश एडजस्ट हो जाओ. धूप लग रही है. So what we do now? We'll take this and we'll cut into small pieces. And then उसको जैसे सब्जी बनाते हैं ना, तेल डाल के, राई डाल के, प्याज डाल के उसको फ्राई करते हैं, उसको उसमें डालते हैं और उसको थोड़ा देर उसको अच्छे से ढक के उसको कुक करते हैं. देन वी ऐड कोकोनट इनटू दैट. वो बहुत टेस्टी सब्जी बनते हैं. नॉट ओनली टेस्टी, इट इज़ वेरी गुड फॉर अवर हेल्थ ऑल्सो. सो नोबडी हैज़ ईटन बनाना का ये. इसका सब्जी में खाया किसी ने भी? खाया है? खाते हो घर में? मैं भी वेरी गुड. और किसने खाया?
मैम मैंने अपने गांव में एक बार खाया. मैम मेरे गांव में.
So all these things you should eat, instead of eating ये पिज़्ज़ा और ये सब खाने के बजाय ये सब नेचुरल चीज़ आपको खानी है. आपने भी खाया? So now next thing that I want to tell about this is that what are the things that you make with the help of banana. ग्रीन बनाना से क्या क्या बनाते हैं? ग्रीन बनाने की भी सब्जी बनाते हैं. उसके अलावा क्या बनाते हैं? चिप्स बनाते हैं. तो सबको ग्रीन बनाना चिप्स पसंद है? छोटे थिन करके उसको उसमें मसाले डाल के उसको फ्राई करते हैं. वो बहुत टेस्टी बनती है. सब्जी भी बना सकते हैं, वो भी बना सकते हैं. उसका प्रसाद भी बनाते हैं. उसके अलावा और क्या बनाते हैं? पूजा में यूज़ होता है. उसके अलावा
उसका फूड
वो आप लोग ये बनाते हैं ना, क्या कहते हैं, फ्रूट सैलड में वो बना के काट के डालते हैं. और उसके अलावा पूजा में तो रखते हैं, भगवान को जब ऑफ़र करते हैं तो केला और नारियल जो है मेन चीज़ है ना, हम लोग ऑफ़र करते हैं. उसके अलावा इन केरला में भी व्हाट डू वी डू? केरला में इसका जो आधा पका हुआ होता है ना केला, उसका भी चिप्स बनाते हैं. जब ये थोड़ा थोड़ा येलो कलर हो जाता है तो उसको थिन करके उसको काट के उसमें उसको कोकोनट ऑयल में फ्राई करके निकाल सकते हैं. दे आर ऑल्सो यू मेक लॉट्स ऑफ चिप्स. So today I just wanted to tell you, and you want to touch and see. Some of you can just touch and see how it feels. The leaf soft है ना, soft है. और उस तरफ वो वाले फ्लावर को टच करके, वो वाली लीफ को टच करके देखो. तोड़ना नहीं.
मैम भजिया, केले का भजिया भी.
केले का भजिया उसको टच करके देखो कैसे हो रहा है.
मैम हार्ड.
अब इसको और उसको टच.
मैम मगर थोड़ा लास्ट में जाके देखेंगे तो थोड़ा
इस लीफ का और इस लीफ का टेक्सचर बताओ मुझे. कौन सा स्मेल? कौन सा?
मैम ये सॉफ्ट है. हमें बहुत मैम सॉफ्ट है.
So different. See, nature we have
Yes,
kind of
see this big.
and see the shape of this leaf. कितना बड़ा है. And look at that. It is so small. है ना? So केला, this is considered to be a very very special kind of a plant. और उसके अलावा there is one more thing that we eat. जो स्टेम होता है ना इसका, स्टेम, इसके इनसाइड व्हेन यू ओपन इट, जब ये पूरा केला आ जाता है उसके बाद में ये उसको काट देते हैं. तो उसके अंदर से इसको काट के वी विल रिमूव द इनसाइड. उसके अंदर जो है एक स्टेम होता है वाइट कलर का, उस स्टेम को भी सब्जी बना के खाते हैं. किसी ने खाया? जिस लोगों को डायबिटीज़ होता है ना, डायबिटीज़ समझते हो, एक बीमारी होती है, उन लोगों को बोलते हैं कि उसका अंदर का जो स्टेम है वो खाना चाहिए, तो उनकी बीमारी ठीक हो जाती है। और उसके अलावा भी उसमें बहुत सारा फाइबर होता है। आपको डाइजेशन का कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, कोई चीज़ आपको पचता नहीं है खाने से, तो यू कैन ईट दैट बिकॉज इट हैज़ गॉट लॉट ऑफ फाइबर इनसाइड दैट. So that is very very good for your health. So that is why I am saying, see, the leaf is useful in different ways, the flower is eaten in different ways, the fruit is eaten in different ways. वो जो उसके flowers, छोटे छोटे flowers दिख रहे हैं ना, वो भी खाते हैं, वो जब सब्जी बनाते हैं तो वो भी डालते हैं, और बाकी उसका जो स्टेम है वो भी खाते हैं. So see how nature has provided with such a beautiful plant that all parts of the plant is useful. Then you see, नीचे देखने से भी आपको क्या दिखेगा, छोटे छोटे plants दिखेंगे. छोटे छोटे प्लांट्स दिख रहे हैं? Yes. Are you able to see this one? This one and this one and this one and that one. Yes, ma'am. See? क्या होता है जब ये फूल, ये जैसे है ना, क्या कहते हैं, पत्ते और फ्लावर्स आ जाते हैं एक बार, उसके बाद में वो बड़ा हो जाता है, तो ये वाला जो बड़ा पेड़ है ना, ये मर जाएगा, और वो मरने से पहले वो अपने छोटे छोटे प्लांट्स प्रोड्यूस करता है, फिर ये छोटे छोटे प्लांट्स जो हैं वो बड़े हो जाते हैं. So today what did you learn? You learned so many things about the banana plant, and we also saw, what did we see? We also saw a bee. Bee क्या कर रहा था उधर जाके?
Drink honey.
Now you tell me कि और किसी जो जितने मैंने आपको बताया उसके अलावा और कोई यूज़ है बनाना लीफ का, बनाना प्लांट का? हाँ.
मैम सर्व डिश. मैम बनाना
खाते हैं तो मैंने बोला बनाना खाते हैं, कच्चा
पत्ता भी
बनाना,
खाते हैं.
पत्ता भी खाते हो? पत्ते के ऊपर रख के खाते हो ना? पत्ते को ऐसे खा जाते हो?
अरे नहीं.
पत्ते के ऊपर खाना रख के खाते हैं, है ना? और इसमें स्वीट बना सकते हैं और कोई डिशेस बना सकते हैं. जैसे अगर आपको कहीं जाना है, दूर जाना है, ट्रैवलिंग कर रहे हो, तो क्या करोगे, खाना बना के ख़राब ना हो, इसको इसमें रख के उसको अच्छे से ऐसे फोल्ड करके उसको बांध के लेके जाए. हाँ, दैट इज़ नॉट अ पोदिचोर. और कुछ यूसेस है बताओ?
मैम पूजा होता है तो भी मोदक
बनाते हैं, सो मैंने बताया ना, स्वीट बनाते हैं और वो सब बनाते हैं. चलो, तो और कुछ आप लोगों को पूछना है बनाना के बारे में? सारी जानकारी मिल गई?
Yes, ma'am.
Everything about banana plant?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything more you want to? I can't bring it down, otherwise I would have given you a chance to touch it also. If you want to touch the stem, you can all touch the stem. You can just have a feeling of the stem. उतना नहीं है, उसको just touch करके feel करना है कैसे.
ये तो इससे भी सॉफ्ट है.
इससे भी सॉफ्ट है ना उसका बनाना. आपको मैं तो छू सकती हूँ, इसको हाथ पहुँच
मैम मेरा भी हाथ पहुंच
आपको शायद
जाएगा.
सीधे इसको पहुँच जाएगा, है ना?
हाँ.
चलो चलो, तो आज के लिए इतना काफ़ी है, फिर एक दिन आएंगे हम लोग आने.
यस मैम.
बस लाइन बना दो.
थैंक यू मैम. हाइट हो जाएंगे.
ऐसे करके पकड़ो, टूट जाएगा ना.
हार्ड है.
हार्ड है ना, जंप करो.
मैम मैं कर सकता. मैं तो फ्लावर.
अच्छा, बाद में अभी तुम लोग छोटे हो, फिर बड़े हो जाओ.
मैम इसे ट्राई करने का सोचा.
हाँ, करेगा.
ओ भाई.